to make it look like that. You'll emulate it, but you can get really
close.
Cool.
Lowco, you'd mentioned bit rates. I think that's pretty important thing to mention as well, which is even when it does come to these high-end setups that Sora and I were talking about, even as a partner, we are still, that is the biggest knob that we're not able to improve on. We can throw thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars of hardware at the stream, but if you're bit rate capped, you're not going to get the true potential of a 1080p 60 FPS image. In fact, some would argue that right now, I think even though we're capped at 6 megabytes per second, technically you can go over that number, even though it comes with a bunch of disclaimers and whatnot, like variability and stuff, and transcoders turning off for your audience. You really do need something like 10, 12 officially supported to get to maximize on that investment.
For sure. There are, like, I think YouTube Gaming allows for up to like 10K, I think, and
oh wow.
I think,
but at the same time, the audience
right back.
Because of that, like the people who want to watch who don't have high network can't watch, even if they transcode it down. They're stuttering.
Yeah.
To get to, because it's like, I have a tiny pipe. You sent an entire water full of an ocean to me. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's definitely a good point too. Yeah. And that's why I mentioned like the quality options. Like, you know, as a viewer, if you're watching a partnered streamer, you will get quality options. You can, if you're buffering a lot at, 720p 60 FPS, you can lower it. You can lower the quality of the video, which requires, less bitrate on your end.
Video and the audio, they both get.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, at 10K, how many people can watch that? I don't know. I really haven't looked into people streaming at that level. Is it worth upgrading your setup to get there? Probably not for 90% of people.
Yeah. I've seen some people mention like, oh, I'm looking at building a rig that can output 4K, and I'm like, dude, you literally no, it's impossible. Nobody can. It's gonna be great for like what you can see, but you're not your only audience. If you're streaming, you're intending other people to watch it, and that's just not. You can't. Even the platform itself, that's just not permissible. Much less, even if it were, other people aren't going to be able to see that.
There is merit to build a rig to do 4K as long as you're not streaming 4K. You can stream 1080p and then record 4K and then upload that later.
Yeah, that's cool. That's interesting.
If you're planning to do 4K output. Oops.
You might even get a knock on the door if you start.
It's like, sir,